mother of a baby boy named Alex. We started this video series when I went back to work and Alex was looked after by his nanny. The idea behind this is to provide his nanny with different activities that she can do with him during the week so that he can continue to be stimulated and get an opportunity to practice the type of skills that he is busy with at that moment. One of the activities that they love to do is to read at least one book per day. And Alex has also been super lucky that his grandfather made this amazing bookcase behind me, which now allows for all of his books to be on display, facing forward, so that he is able to see all the covers and the brightly colored pictures that are on them, which makes it way more engaging for him to select the books that he would like to read on a specific day. You will know that trying to read a spine of a book is sometimes even difficult for adults, and therefore being able to have the book front end available to them means that they are able to identify the books that much easier. So in today's video, we will be focused on some of Alex's favorite books that he is enjoying right this minute, just below 9 months old. One of the first series of books that I would like to talk about are the Honey Tales Africa book. These are local, and the author and illustrator of this, Carol Honey, actually lives just up the road from us, and we found these books at a local field market that we attended. I immediately fell in love with the beautiful illustrations which are in this book, and this one here showing the giraffe with his very long scarf and neck is one of Alex's favorites as well. There's always also these cute little ants and bees which you generally find on most of the pages as well, and we love looking for those, besides the really cute text that actually goes with it as well. Some of Alex's other favorites that he has is in the third book, which is the Furry and Feathered Friends version. This, I've got a video of Alex looking at this very colorful peacock when he was, I think, probably about 11 weeks old, and he was fascinated by all the different colors. We were reading this in bed, so it's quite dark, and the video quality isn't great, but his reaction to this peacock is just priceless. So I will be adding that as a little clip later on in this video. There's also a second book in the series which is called Hojos and Creepy Crawlies, and in here we have things like pesky mosquitoes and how they actually keep you awake at night as well. So great little books, really cute illustrations, and some really cute pictures that goes with it as well.
Alex, it's the peacock. Isn't it just beautiful? Hey, what's the story of the peacock? Oh, yes. So I am so beautiful. You have to agree. Yes, you do. I think I'm prettier than a Christmas tree. Whoa! I preen myself and show off a lot, but so would you if you forgot what I've got.
You would have noticed that your baby absolutely loves looking at other babies at this specific point in time. I initially thought that this was maybe just because of lockdown and because of the novelty of now seeing other versions of people that are approximately the same size. But it seems that this is quite a common thing during this age group. So I absolutely adore these books. This one is called Global Babies. It has pictures of babies' faces from all over the world. We even have a cute little South African baby. I'll just get to that page as well, which is this one over here. And I often point out to Alex that he's also South African. Alex has also started recently getting quite a lot of emotions and emotional expression that he's got. So I'm enjoying this baby spark book called Funny Faces. So it has pictures of babies with specific emotions that they are expressing. So we do go through this every now and again, and Alex just loves looking at the faces of these babies as well. A book which we had from a really young age is this black and white book. I absolutely adore the high contrast pictures in this, and you can see it's actually quite well used. We put this in front of Alex even now when he is doing tummy time, so that he can have a look at the high contrast pictures, and he engages with this really well, and it usually keeps him occupied just having a look at these silhouettes. This is a book that even when he gets a lot older, like maybe toddler years, I would like to take similar kind of pictures of items like the banana, for instance, and be able to give him a real banana and perhaps start playing certain match-up games so that he can start looking at the silhouette and the real thing and be able to do this. So as much as this book was maybe not the cheapest, I do believe that this was a really great investment and one that will last us for a very long time. This triangle book is also one of Alex's absolute favorites at the moment. It has these cut out pieces, so you have a look and you have to try and guess what the triangle is. Of course, Alex doesn't quite guess at this specific point in time, but I think the very bold colors and the thick outlines really draw his attention to this book. And because of this, we also use it for solid color identification. So we'll say this is green, and then we go, it's like, oh, there's a flag, or it can be a sail. And we go through some of these activities with him so that he can have a look at the different shapes. I'm definitely going to be looking to see whether there are others in the series with different shapes beside triangles, but this is definitely one of Alex's favorites at the moment and highly recommended. It's also a nice thick card and board, so I'm not too fussy with him kind of handling this one, whereas with some of the thinner page books I am a little bit more circumspect, trying to keep it away from those little hands that are very much grabbing and tearing at this specific point in time. The Pop-Up Peekaboo series is very much a favorite. It grabs their attention from a very young age. And Alex was approximately, I would say, about 3 months old. No, about two and a half months old when he actually got his first pop-up book. And I loved how he reacted to the movement, and it really engaged him. He's also learned how to lift the flaps. We do this with supervision because he loves actually seeing the movement and then trying to grab the items that are popping up. So we do this with some supervision, but he very much also starts anticipating which of these flaps go down, which of them go sideways. This book seems to have quite a lot of sideways ones. This one actually goes down. There we go. So he definitely starts developing some form of memory as to what goes down and what actually goes sideways, for him to have a look at. And of course the movement is just really great for them to talk about all the different things that are happening on these pages. There's quite a number of these books in the series. We have, gosh, I think we've got about 3 on the shelf at the moment, and I will certainly be investing in a few more of these because he really does enjoy this specific one. Another book which is part of the Usborne series and one that I absolutely adore. Alex still doesn't quite get the finger trails, so you'll see there's a bit of cut out sections over here. The bigger holes he has now started identifying, and he's able to actually play with those. But the finger trails we'll still work on in terms of getting him to start tracing those. They also have these really cute lift the flap, and this specific one usually gets a wonderful laugh out of Alex. He absolutely loves it when you go like, oh, birdie's going tweet, 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 tweet. And for some reason that sound really gets him excited. And he's also knows that the bird is behind this specific flat. So when you open it and we go tweet, 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 he gets super excited, and that encourages him to lift the flap and really look for that specific bird as well. Absolutely adore these books. Once again, a lot of these, they're quite sturdy. The pages are quite nice and thick, so a nice book for Alex to interact with as well. Hey, where's the birdie? Where's the birdie? Where's the birdie? Do you remember where the birdie is? The birdie goes tweet, 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 tweet. Where's the birdie? Yes, the birdie goes tweet, 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 tweet. Another interactive book that we have is On the Farm. When you slide or lift the flaps, the animals make specific sounds. This also got my dog super excited. So as you slide various things, you can actually find the different animals and the sounds as well. So this usually gets a laugh out of Alex as well, and definitely engages him really well within this book as well. Okay, also nice and thick board pages, which makes it easy to let Alex handle this himself as well. What's behind here? It's a ducky! Quack, 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 quack. Quack, 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 quack. Yes! We recently got this Lift the Flap First 100 Words. What I really like about this, we haven't really spent a lot of time with Alex on this, but it's got everyday household items. A lot of the things which Alex is using at the moment, like his high chair, he's gotten to play with keys, his knife and fork, which he has just started using as well. Bedtime, he has a little bath duck that he really enjoys as well. So, you know, we are definitely looking through this book, you know, with the various different things that he encounters on a daily basis as well. So really nice real life illustrations, so it is easy for him to identify the items as well. Then on to storybooks. We do not have as many of these as what I have hoped, so definitely something that's going to be on my list to actually get for Alex a little bit later on. But one of our absolute favorites, which I believe is a Penguin classic, is the Harry McCleary series. So at the moment we've only got two. We've got the first one called Harry McCleary from Donaldson's Dairy, and then the other one, which is Harry McCleary's Bone, which is a new one which we've just got. And Alex just loves looking for the scruffy little dog on the pages, you know, where he's hiding and what he is up to. The letters are also nice and bold, so I often find that Alex will look at the picture, get really engaged, but then also look at the letters, which I really like, because, you know, it kind of starts giving him the impression that there is definitely an association about what we are saying, and these little black marks which are on the page as well. So absolutely love Harry McCleary. There are other books in the series as well, which we are hoping to actually start augmenting his collection with as we find them. So definitely something that is going to be on his birthday and Christmas list if we haven't found all of them by that specific point in time. And what would a bookcase be without a classic? We got this as a gift together with this amazing little Peter Rabbit toy, you know, for Alex, from friends of ours from the UK, that they had sent over. And this is just the classic Beatrice Potter Peter Rabbit story. We do read this, and then it's really nice for Alex to also be holding his Peter Rabbit toy. You can see we do try and keep it reasonably pristine, but he has managed to get hold of the tag and, you know, played with the bunny, which is really nice for him to be able to have the bunny as a 3D object while we are reading the story. Because this is also a classic, of course the paper is really good quality, but it is still paper, and so it's really nice to be able to distract him with the toy while we are reading the book, so that he doesn't crumple the paper like he does with most of his books. The bookcase also comes with drawers. I'm not sure whether the video will actually pick this up, but we do have additional books in his drawers at the moment. So what we do is also rotate some of the books out, so that he has got fresh books that he can look at quite frequently. This keeps his interest up, and of course when a book has been away for a couple of weeks and we bring it out, it's almost like it's brand new, and that excitement where there is something familiar but yet something that is really exciting as well really gets him going. So it is a good idea just not to overwhelm. I think, to be honest, there's probably too many books on the bookshelf for him at the moment. But because of his eye level, he's really engaged more at the ones at the bottom. So what I am doing is also just moving them up and down the shelves so that he can engage with different books while he is sitting and playing in his play area. So as I said, the bookcase was made by Alex's grandfather. We got all the measurements and the plans for this from a blog which was shared by the Harper family. We'll provide a link down in the description to this blog post if you're interested in also getting these measurements. Amazing news for those of you who have shown interest in the Honey Tales Africa book series, which I have featured on this video. The author has very kindly decided to provide a discount code for one of our subscribers. So instead of the usual 150 Rand per book, which is still a very reasonable price, one of our subscribers can now buy these books at 100 Rand each if you buy all 3 of these books. So make sure that you subscribe to the Snowflake Mom YouTube channel within a week of the posting of the specific video. Also go over to our Facebook page, the Snowflake Mom Diaries, and also give us a like on Instagram. On that, I would like for you to comment on which animal is one of Alex's favorites from these Honeytail Africa books. We will then do a random selection of the person within a week of closing, and then be in contact with the winner, that we will send through details on how to collect your prize. If you are interested in just purchasing the books outright, please do go over to the Honeytails Africa Facebook page, the link of which you can find in the description below. Good luck, and please do remember to enter and subscribe. So those are all the books that we have out on Alex's shelf at the moment, with a discussion of some of our favorites. I would love to know what your little one's favorite books are, and if you've got any recommendations. We are real bookworms in this house, so we'd love to hear what books you enjoy, so that we can actually get those for Alex as well. Enjoy the rest of your week and happy reading.